Psychology today stands as a robust scientific field, yet its journey from ancient philosophical musings to modern empirical science is a riveting tale. Early thinkers like Aristotle pondered human nature and the essence of the soul, laying the groundwork for future explorations. As centuries passed, the quest to understand the human mind evolved, gradually shifting from speculative philosophy to empirical observation and rigorous scientific methodology. Each era contributed uniquely to the growing body of knowledge, transforming psychology into the diverse discipline we recognize today. From the ancient Greeks to contemporary researchers, each step in psychology's evolution tells a story of discovery and innovation. By tracing these developments, we not only appreciate the discipline's rich history, but also gain a deeper understanding of its current practices. Join us as we explore this captivating narrative. The foundations of psychology were laid in the ancient world, where philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle began to ask profound questions about the human mind and behavior. Socrates introduced introspection, urging his followers to know thyself by examining their own thoughts and feelings. Plato posited that the mind was distinct from the body, and that true knowledge came from reasoning rather than sensory experience. Aristotle diverged from his teacher's views and laid the groundwork for empirical observation. He emphasized the importance of sensory experience and systematic observation in understanding the world. Aristotle's De Anima, On the Soul, is one of the earliest texts to explore psychological concepts, examining topics such as perception, memory, and dreams. These ancient philosophers set the stage for future explorations of the mind. Their debates about the nature of knowledge, reality, and human experience formed the bedrock upon which later thinkers would build. The Renaissance sparked renewed interest in science and the human condition, leading to significant advancements in the study of the mind. Thinkers like René Descartes and John Locke were pivotal. Descartes introduced a dualistic view of mind and body. His assertion, cogito ergo sum, emphasized reasoning. Locke argued the mind was a blank slate, shaped by experiences. The Renaissance also advanced anatomy, revealing the brain's role in behavior. These ideas continue to influence our understanding of the mind. The late 19th century witnessed the formal birth of psychology as a scientific discipline, spearheaded by Wilhelm Wundt. Wundt established the first psychology laboratory at the University of Leipzig in 1879, marking the official beginning of psychology as an experimental and empirical science. He advocated for the use of introspection, where trained observers reported their conscious experiences in response to stimuli. Wundt's work focused on understanding the structure of the mind, an approach known as structuralism. He trained many students who would go on to establish psychology programs and laboratories worldwide. Despite criticisms of introspection as subjective and unreliable, Wundt's emphasis on experimental methods laid the foundation for future psychological research. His insistence on empirical evidence and controlled experimentation helped to distinguish psychology from philosophy. Wundt's legacy is a testament to the transformative power of rigorous scientific inquiry in understanding the human mind. Psychoanalysis, founded by Sigmund Freud, revolutionized the field of psychology. Freud's theories about the unconscious mind, repression, and the importance of early childhood experiences introduced new ways of thinking about human behavior and mental disorders. His model of the psyche divided the mind into three parts: the ID, ego, and superego. Freud believed that conflicts between these parts of the psyche could lead to psychological distress. His techniques, such as free association and dream analysis, aimed to uncover unconscious conflicts and bring them to conscious awareness. Despite facing criticism for his lack of empirical evidence, Freud's impact on psychology was profound. He introduced the idea that mental disorders could be treated through talking therapies, laying the groundwork for modern psychotherapy. Freud's work continues to inspire and provoke debate, underscoring the enduring fascination with the mysteries of the unconscious. In the early 20th century, behaviorism emerged as a dominant force in psychology, emphasizing the study of observable behavior over internal mental processes. John B. Watson argued that psychology should be a science based on observable behaviors rather than introspective methods. Watson's famous Little Albert experiment demonstrated how emotional responses could be conditioned. Building on Watson's work, B.F. Skinner became one of the most influential figures in behaviorism. Skinner's research focused on operant conditioning, a process by which behaviors are strengthened or weakened through rewards and punishments. His experiments with rats and pigeons demonstrated how behavior could be shaped and controlled by environmental consequences. Skinner's work had a profound impact on various fields, including education, therapy, and animal training. Despite criticisms that behaviorism ignored internal mental states, its focus on observable and measurable behavior brought a level of scientific rigor to psychology. The legacy of behaviorism continues to influence contemporary psychology, particularly in areas such as behavioral therapy and education. The cognitive revolution of the mid-20th century marked a significant shift in psychology as researchers began to focus on understanding internal mental processes. This movement emerged in response to the limitations of behaviorism, which many felt neglected the study of the mind. One of the key figures in this movement was Albert Bandura, whose social learning theory emphasized the importance of observational learning, imitation, and modeling. Bandura's famous Bobo doll experiment demonstrated how children could learn aggressive behaviors by observing others. Another influential figure was Jean Piaget, who developed a theory of cognitive development that described how children's thinking evolves through distinct stages. Piaget's research on children's problem-solving and reasoning abilities provided valuable insights into how knowledge is constructed. The cognitive revolution also benefited from advances in technology, such as the development of computers and information processing models. This interdisciplinary approach laid the groundwork for the field of cognitive science. The insights gained during this period continue to shape contemporary psychological research and practice. Humanistic psychology emerged in the mid-20th century as a response to the perceived limitations of psychoanalysis and behaviorism. This movement emphasized the importance of individual experience, personal growth, and self-actualization. Key figures in humanistic psychology included Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow. Carl Rogers developed the client-centered approach to therapy, which focused on creating a supportive and non-judgmental environment for clients. Abraham Maslow introduced the concept of self-actualization, which he described as the realization of an individual's full potential. Maslow's hierarchy of needs outlined a progression of human motivations, from basic physiological needs to higher-order psychological needs. Humanistic psychology also emphasized the importance of free will, creativity, and the subjective experience of the individual. Its emphasis on personal experience and the therapeutic relationship has had a lasting impact on counseling and psychotherapy. Contemporary psychology integrates its rich history with cutting-edge research and technology. Psychologists explore neural mechanisms, genetic influences, social dynamics, and cultural factors. A significant advancement is the integration of neuroscience. Brain imaging technologies allow real-time observation of brain activity. Emphasis on cultural and environmental factors is increasing. Cross-cultural psychology examines cultural influences on psychological processes. Advances in AI and machine learning analyze large data sets. Bridging past insights with present innovations deepens our understanding of the human mind. The history of psychology is a testament to the enduring quest to understand the human mind. From ancient philosophical inquiries to contemporary scientific investigations, each era has contributed uniquely to the field's development. Reflecting on these historical milestones allows us to appreciate the depth and breadth of psychological knowledge and its relevance to our lives today. The philosophical roots of psychology remind us of the importance of questioning and exploring the nature of the mind and behavior. The transition from speculative thought to empirical science underscored the value of systematic observation and experimentation. Each subsequent movement, from psychoanalysis to behaviorism to the cognitive revolution, added new dimensions to our understanding of the mind. Modern psychology continues to build on these foundations, integrating diverse perspectives and methodologies. The insights gained from past discoveries inform current research and practice, leading to more effective interventions and a deeper understanding of human nature.